Brianna's in
Oh,
the
that's
audience.
so interesting.
I'm so sorry.
And have you
sorry,
always
this
been
happens
back on
sometimes.
Oh My God, or did you just
sorry,
join
I'm
the
sorry.
team? You've been
She
back
removed
on,
her
right?
hand. She removed
Okay.
and fiery. I want a divorce.
I'm really tall.
Are you like medically okay?
I'm trying to laugh and enjoy this, but there's been like a clanging noise that's been slowly growing louder this whole
Yeah,
time.
that clanging is getting louder.
Grandma, that's okay. Grandma.
Let me just show you. This is right here.
I threw all the spiders outside.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys. We are Glow. I'm Julia Kelly.
And I'm Beth Slack. Am I above you again?
You are above me again.
You're to my side again.
You know, there's like a new update on Zoom, I guess, where you can be in the, how do I say it? Like, what you see is what I see on the screen.
Oh, I guess I don't have
that makes more sense with more people.
Maybe? Yeah.
Anyway.
If you guys, as we get some housekeeping business out of the way, if you'd like to put a suggestion into the chat box, we would love to get a suggestion of anything at all. As Julia mentioned, we're Glow. I guess I'm doing this, Julia. I've taken over like a monster. We are going to do some improvisational comedy. That means we're going to make everything up on the spot. We want to say a huge thank you to Justin Torres, who runs this site. We're very grateful to have an opportunity to play. We also just want to point out really quickly down at the bottom of the page, there are 2 links to different organizations. One is Magnet Theater, which is an incredible improv theater based in New York City. Like many arts organizations, it is struggling very hard during the pandemic. They can't do live performances, and that's sort of the bread and butter of how they make all of their dollars. Actually, the school is how they make the money. But anyway, at any rate,
we don't need to get into the weeds.
If you want to donate to their virtual hat, that would be great. All that money, I think, goes directly to the teachers and staff. So if you want to throw some money in there, that'd be awesome. There's also a link to Black Lives Matters, an incredible organization that's focused on anti-racism and social justice. And if you want to donate to them as well, it's a very worthy cause, and I know they'd appreciate the funding. We have a suggestion of Acorn.
Acorn.
So
Great.
I think with that, you ready to do a little bit of improv, Julia?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay. Oh, here's a good apple.
Thank you. I'm so glad we did this.
I know.
It was like, let's get out of the city. Let's go to nature. Let's pick some apples. Let's connect with fall.
Yes. Here, you want to put this here? We put it in your basket. I'm just going to try to get. Yeah, I mean, I feel like, you know, in the city, we don't connect with the seasons.
That's so true.
We don't connect in a strong way with the seasons. And
agreed.
I don't know whether it's just like there isn't the facilities to do it. You know, I mean, I guess we spend most of our time inside, right? You know, like
or commuting.
Commuting.
Yeah. When you're in transit underground, you don't know what's happening anywhere else.
Oh,
you're just eating it off the tree. We haven't washed it yet.
Oh my God. Gross, I guess.
I guess you have truly connected to nature. Oh my God, Jessica, what are we now hill people? We just pick things off trees and eat them?
Yes. I actually think that you nailed it. I feel like all of a sudden I'm truly connecting with nature in a way that like I never have before. Like, this is weird, but I'm rubbing tree sap on my cheeks. I'm really feeling the turn of the season right now. It's cool.
I mean, I feel like you're so connected. I don't want to interfere with that connection, but also I'm a little bit like, ew. You know, just like a little bit like, ew.
Yeah. No, I totally get that.
sticky sap on your face. And like eventually we're gonna want to go to like a restaurant and have a restorative meal.
Yes.
But you're gonna
yes.
have like sap on your face, and they're gonna be like, is that a hill person who's just wandered out of their like shack in the hillside? Like a hobbit.
Yes.
Did you ever see that movie Lord of the Rings or that movie The Hobbit? And then there were like 3 of each. So you could have seen up to 6 movies, and they like the hobbits lived in the little hills.
Yes, and
like I
feel like a hobbit in a way, which is a good thing, Stacey. It's a good thing. And if we go to a restaurant and someone says, "Look at that little hobbit girl," I'm going to be flattered, because not only will they see me for who I now am, which is a person who's connected with nature and the turn of seasons, but I like movie references too.
I love this look for you, but can we just like very quickly revisit our lives in the city? Because I was thinking, you know how I went on that date with that guy?
Yes.
Dawson?
Yes.
Which every time I like laugh because it's like Dawson's Creek, you know?
I love
and
that.
I'm like, are you a crier? I want to see your cry face.
Oh my God.
I just sort of like think about, you know, what are the next steps? Like we've done the drink thing. We've done the like Saturday afternoon, like, you know, meet for coffee thing. We've done like 2 overnights, and it's just like, what's the next move? Like, what is the natural progression?
Yeah.
Because
it's
like,
I mean, I think honestly that now is probably the time where you guys have a talk. You know, you talk about like, excuse me, whether like, you know, you're exclusive or it was like a squiggly worm. Talk about whether you're exclusive or seeing other people.
Jessica, did you just eat a worm?
Oh my God. Yes. Obviously you saw that. I saw one falling out of an apple, like a kind of that apple right there that's sort of yucky. And I felt like there's no other way to connect so deeply with this place than actually to swallow an animal that's been in the earth. So anyway, it feels good in a way. Ask him if he sees other people.
Yeah, I love this for you. I love that you're embracing being one, like an earth mother. Like you are so earth mother right now, but also I need you to be ready to return to our lives in the city. For instance, I want to go back and I want to have I want to have this exclusive talk with Dawson.
Yes, as you should. And don't worry about me. I'm still the same old me. Okay. Yes.
Well, I don't know if you're the same old Jessica. I don't know if you're the same old you, because I'm seeing a lot between like the sap and you've somehow gotten like dirty. Like you're just a little.
Sorry, I think this is going down in a weird way.
The live worm that have you never seen the show Survivor? Have you never seen the show? You've never seen the.
I haven't. I mean, I kind of know the premise of it. They do like hard and gross things to stay on the island or something.
Like they go, it's like a competition to like live on an island. Do you want me to give you like a wipe?
No, I actually love it. It makes me feel like I'm actively kind of almost transforming into like an animal of the nature. Sorry. It's enough about me. It's still the same me. It's still the same me. It's still the same me. I say you wear that sequin dress that you wear on New Year's Eve. Wear that. Take him someplace fancy. Take him to like the Carlisle. Go for like a martini at the Carlisle in that sequin dress. And then like have the talk with him.
We cut across to the like building where people like pay to go do the apple picking, and to a couple of employees who are standing there. I think she just ate a worm.
I swear she ate a worm, dude.
Like people they like drive an hour out of the city and suddenly it's like they go total Neanderthal. It's wild.
We're gonna lose our mind. I got a video of it, so I'll send that to you.
Oh, dude, thank you.
Oh my God. Yeah, swear to God, dude. Every time, Dane, every time they come here. And they're just like, oh, I'm like one with nature, and like start like digging holes and like putting their heads in it, man.
But like makes me like it reaffirms that like I'm not a city person. You know, it reaffirms that for me. Like I will never be someone who can thrive in the city, because I see these people come out and they have these like wild experiences at like a pretty nice apple picking farm. I mean, you know,
it's great.
Like, it's wild. It's Liam as well.
I love the new t-shirt on you, by the
Dude,
way.
thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. I feel like it
Thank
looks like boxy on me, but it looks like really good. Like, I think like the khaki color of it with like the
Yeah.
red Henry's apples.
Yeah.
Like, it just like makes, it's weird to say your eyes pop with like a red, but like it makes your eyes pop. It's like good for your complexion or something. Sorry. I mean, like,
No, Liam, I appreciate it. So often, like as men, I'm gonna gender us. I'm gonna like straight up gender us in this moment.
No,
Like
dude,
we
you
don't
gotta
feel
feel-
like we can appreciate things. I really
Yeah.
appreciate. You know, it's nice to hear that something that I'm wearing looks nice and it pulls together because I do care how I look.
yeah. Yeah.
You
I mean,
know.
I appreciate your honesty in that because, you know, I care how I look, you know, I care what people think of me. I care, you know, how I come off. And, you know, we are definitely conditioned to have thick skin and to not think about that kind of thing. And like, I am a tender soul. And I
Liam,
know,
thank you for owning that, because you know what I want to say. I want to say thank you for sending me texts that really tell me how you're feeling, and they're not
Yes.
just straight up like, bro, you know, and then a picture of like boobs or something. It's like actual
dude,
feeling and
yeah,
information
dude.
sharing. Like we've created
Dude,
this safe space. I love
Yes.
it, man. I love
I
it.
was scared that I was sending you too many texts. You know, last night when I was like,
No.
I had the cheesecake and my tummy hurts a little bit. I'm not
Yeah.
sure whether it's going to be a number 1 or a number 2 or a weird number 3. And also, Lainey never called me back and my heart hurts because of it. And I feel
Yeah.
inadequate. Like I told you all that stuff. That was a series of 9 texts that I sent you over the course of the night. I was like, I hope I'm not freaking you out, man. But
No.
that's
The
cool.
only thing that freaked me out is when they stopped, because I really want to dig into everything that you're feeling about Lainey. Do you want to explore that cavern of feeling, or should we just let it go, take a little break, walk away, get a drink? You know, what
I mean,
are you feeling?
I feel like just by mentioning it, the cavern is open and we definitely need to dive in, you know? Hey, sorry, yeah, we'll be right out there. Just a couple of minutes. Yeah, you can just peek around at the different options. We'll be there in a few minutes. I think they can wait. I just feel like now that the heart's open, I probably just can't like walk away from it without kind of tending to it.
It's like when you flip that switch and the light turns on. If you just walk out, you're doing nothing but wasted electricity, you know?
Wasted electricity, and it's jarring to the brain too.
Yeah.
You know, jarring to the brain to just leave a room that's, you know, you just turned on the lights and then you walk out. It's like jarring to the heart to open it up and then not address what's there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, basically like we've never met yet, but like I feel like we have because we've been DMing on Instagram for like, you know, 2.5 months now, almost 3 months. And like the messages are very deep in a way, you know, like she lives in Oklahoma City, you know, she wants to be an actress. She hates her stepdad. She wants to run away. I told her she could come here. I told her I would support her. I told her that you know, I could even marry her if she wanted. And I told her, you know, I wanted to be the father of her kids. And then like, she just like hasn't written back. So I just don't know whether she's like, you know, considering all of my proposals or like maybe if I like freaked her out a little bit.
I don't know, Liam. I mean, I think something that's really important is that you lay your cards on the table. Like at any given card game, like we know what game we're playing and you're playing the cards. And like if she's not ready to make that commitment, I feel like you've got to trust your heart and trust your gut. What is your gut telling you? Is this a place that you should be, or do you need to move on?
I mean, it says right now it's saying go to Oklahoma City and win her back, you know?
Oh man.
So that's what it's telling me. I don't know whether that will come off as too forward, you know, like give a lady some space. And I'm not I'm not aggressive, but I do want her to know what I'm feeling.
Like, look at that broader idea of consent, like as you just
right.
like not giving her the opportunity to consent or not consent.
Yeah. Well, you know, one thing I was thinking is you know, all the savings I've made from Henry's farm and, you know, my grandfather left me a small amount of money when he passed away. I could rent one of those planes that does skywriting and just write it all out in the sky, kind of what I'm thinking. I did do a little preliminary research on it and it costs about 20 grand to get everything that I want, which, you know, my gut says worth it. Get your feelings across without, you know, freaking her out, which maybe if I showed up at her house,
I mean, I love that, but also like, what if she's not home the day that you do that? And so she doesn't receive the message.
Dude, Dane, I'm very glad I'm running. Just one more minute, please. So sorry. We're just working out a technical issue back. One more minute. I'm glad I ran this by you. I am.
William, I mean, your tender heart and noble, discipline is just, it's going to get, you just got to make sure that the world is playing by the same rules that you're playing by,
I know, absolutely. And there's really no way to ensure that. So at a certain point, I'm going to have to roll the dice, and I want Lainey to be, I don't want to risk losing Lainey, so if it's like she might not be home to see the airplane riding, I got to do something bigger, like I got to I got to do something that's huge that I know she's going to see, like make it rain flowers for her.
You're a romantic. That's why you work on an apple picking farm, the most romantic place in the world.
I mean, that's why I started, that's for sure.
Let's cut to the people who are being told to wait.
It's just we only have 2 hours for this. So
I know, and I don't want to put any extra pressure, but we need 4 pounds of apples if we're going to prepare everything we've talked about preparing.
I know. I mean, especially if your mother-in-law is going to be there, aka my mom.
I know. Okay, okay. I just feel like, Steve, we've got to unpack the fact that you refer to your mother as my mother-in-law, as if it is like a separate entity. I just feel like there's something going on there, and I
know. I mean, it's I think, to be honest, it has to do with the fact that I don't feel like I belong to my family in a biological way.
Yeah.
So, for example, like your brother-in-law,
your brother,
Vincent, my older brother, he doesn't treat me with respect. He never has. And at a certain point, a few years ago, I think I just said, okay, these are people in my life, but I am not part of their family. I mean,
I feel like, okay, I'm so sorry, Steve. I feel like this is a great thing for you to have sort of like this moment of clarity about, but I'm also really concerned about getting our 4 pounds of apples.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, if this guy's, I don't know, there's like buckets of apples here that seem to be just like for display. Can we just take,
just buy one of those buckets of apples?
Buy a bucket, then we don't need to do the whole actual apple picking.
I mean, not that I wouldn't love to like spend time with you apple picking. I just want to make sure like we have a pretty clear plan that we have a list of things we have to accomplish. So I just want to make sure that we're doing that.
I don't know if I mentioned to you also, there was another RSVP on the list. Your ex-wife-in-law is going to be popping by to
your ex-wife.
Well, Marcy. And she's going to pop by just to pick up a couple of things. The DVR player, she has been asking for back. And I said, if...
she just happens to be doing that at the same time that your family is coming over for a holiday festive meal.
I mean, I know timing.
We have not said what, we have not identified a holiday. We are just calling it a holiday meal so that no one will be offended and it's not problematic. Absolutely. So we're having our that's the only time that she could come, Steve, to pick up her DVD player.
I mean, she's your ex-wife-in-law. So that was rude. That was rude. She's crazy. I hate to call people crazy, but she demanded this time. I think it's going to be easier. I said she could come get the DVD player. She'll come in and out. It'll be fine.
She's definitely not going to be eating anything, because if she's going to stay and eat, then we need to possibly recalculate how many pounds of apples we need. Even one person just throws it off a tiny bit.
Absolutely.
One person gets screwed up.
Yeah. Well, your dad-in-law he's
your dad. Mm-hmm.
Well, it depends on how you want to phrase it, but yeah, your dad-in-law, he has been, gluten-free now for a couple of weeks. So I think we can kind of take him off the menu. He's, wondering if he's got celiac. So.
Your father is now gluten-free?
Your father-in-law's gluten-free now. Mm-hmm. And I'm surprised you don't know that about him.
Steve, in the weeks that we've been planning for this meal, at no point did it feel like this should have come up sooner, because I didn't know.
Yes.
Because my father-in-law does not communicate with me. He communicates with you, his son. And then information is sort of parceled to me by you about my father-in-law,
Yeah.
but it's done through you.
Yes, I mean, absolutely. I sort of hoped that at some point he would, communicate with his daughter-in-law's husband in a more effective way, but he has not chosen to tell me things as they happen. So
Sorry, I just blacked out for a minute because
I
I'm wondering
understand.
what other secrets there are that I don't know about that will affect this meal planning, because planning a meal for 17 people, Steve, is tough.
Yeah,
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
a lot
I
of
know.
work.
I feel like I've really screwed this up, and I keep dropping surprises about, your family onto
Actually, it's
you.
your family.
Well, I suppose really in the end it's our family.
Yes.
And I'm sorry for that. So let's just get the apples, let's get the apples, and we'll figure this out. We'll get more than we need, so we won't be caught short. Okay.
But we don't. Okay. But we also don't have a ton of extra space in the kitchen, because, as you know, I've sort of prepared the space to hold everything that we need in a very precise way.
Yes, no, I absolutely understand. And if we don't have enough space, we'll just get rid of some of the apples when we get home. These are problems we can overcome. I know your face is turning red. The smoke's coming out of the ear. I see that I've turned you up. I've really pissed you off.
And
at
I
this
feel like
point.
you were having some real moments of clarity about your family and
Yeah.
stuff. And I want you to have those things, but I just, perhaps not in this point of our planning for the holiday festive meal.
Yes. One thing that I did forget to mention is that your cousin-in-law doesn't want to be near your stepcat-in-law.
Your cousin doesn't want to be near your stepcat? Is someone bringing their pet to the house?
I mean, if you want to label it that way, yes. Garcia is bringing his cat.
Okay, no. No. Garcia may not bring his cat to our festive holiday
God,
dinner.
your steam's coming out the engine at this point, isn't it? I'm really pissing you off.
Why would the cat come, Steve? Why would the cat come to the house during the party? Why?
Well,
Why?
I mean, Garcia, I told everyone to direct questions to you, and I think when they didn't feel comfortable doing that, Garcia went directly to me, being that I'm his cousin-in-law's husband, and asked me if he could bring his cat. And I said yes. I got flustered, and I said yes. So
I'm just gonna take a little walk.
Yeah, you take a
around
walk.
the
I'm
city.
gonna flag down these guys. I'm
gonna take a little walk.
You take a little walk. Let's cut to the back side of the little building we're in, to a couple that's huddled in a bush. I hope no one sees us.
I feel very naughty.
Oh my God, I feel so naughty. I love your teeth.
Oh my God. I love that weird vein on your neck that pops when you're thinking really hard.
Oh my God. I love the angle I get when I'm kind of kissing you from below, like your upper lip. I love the angle up your nostrils. I see these like nose hairs that kind of poke out. It looks like a forest of nose hairs.
Oh. I love that weird squeaking sound you make when you're trying to catch your breath when we're in a really deep kiss and you don't want to break it, but it's just like this
Oh my God, that reminds me of something I love about you. I love somehow you're able to wheeze from your ears. And when we're really kissing, really, really hard, deep tongue kissing, your ears sort of like an asthmatic child, and it's so adorable.
Oh my God. Oh, this is just like the perfect day. I know you said like this was going to be the perfect day, but it's the perfect day.
I'm so glad.
It's just, yeah, it's like a little bit overcast, a little bit like little bit moody, and I
know.
love it. I
I
love it so
know, I
much.
know. And it's fun that we have to hide. Like it's stupid that people don't think brothers and sisters can date.
I know. It's so weird.
So
But like
dumb.
literally, you're exactly like me.
I know. And
Like
you
to the deepest level of our DNA, we are literally the same.
I know. Oh my God. I don't see. I know. I just wish it was accepted. I wish that
I know.
I wish we didn't have to hide, you know. It's
You know
like,
what we should do? We should move someplace where no one knows us. And so
yes,
they don't know that we're brother and sister. And so
yes,
then we can just like start a new life.
yes, I would love that. Oh
Me
my God,
too.
Christy, the one problem I see with it is that our resemblance is so strong. But I was
Yeah.
already thinking about this.
Okay.
And you know how couples who are together for a long time sort of start to look alike?
Yes,
We
like
just
and
say
also
that
like people with their pets.
with their pets, same thing. We just say
Yeah.
that. We say that we've been together for 20 years, you know?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, I know that we're only 17, but like, I think we could pass for a little bit older and say that we've been together for a solid 20 years.
Totally.
And that we started
Totally.
to look like, oh my God, when you're so intense and cute like this, your eyes begin to bulge and sort of like look a little bit bloodshot. It's so cute. I love it. I love it.
I was gonna say that like I love like that you've got like these like your back of your shirt's like sticking to your back. It's so wet from all the sweat because
I
you like
know.
just you have that weird sweat gland thing, and so it's
Yeah.
just like no matter what the weather is, you're sweating and your shirt is like getting a little
Always sweating.
wet.
Yeah, no. And like just on top of like the normal amount that I sweat, which is
Yeah.
like very profuse, I'm also feeling like a little bit nervous and like I don't know, like I don't want to get caught because I don't want them to take me away from you.
Well, Ryan, I mean, we've had some pretty close calls. I mean,
Oh my God, yes.
last week when like mom came home early, like that was a lot of scrambling and throwing on clothes and hiding in closets. And it was scary.
It was
It was scary.
classic. It was classic. Like classic parent comes home and catches like, you know,
Two crazy kids in
crazy
bed.
kids. Yeah. I mean, it's just like everyone has to deal with that. So but
Well, recently-
you
What? No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say you scrambled so quickly. You scrambled
you.
so quickly. The way that like, you literally like jumped out my bedroom window,
Yeah.
ran around the house and came in like you'd just been like seen. I mean, I was just like, oh my God, she's there. She thinks quick in a way that like
Thank you.
makes me know that I've chosen right.
Oh, Well, how could we choose wrong? We've known each other forever. Like we know
I know.
everything about each other.
I know. Did mom give you allowance this month?
No. Did
She's
she give
late.
you an allowance?
She's late.
Okay. So we
She's
should
late.
sit down and talk to her about that.
We
and
should
just sort
definitely
of,
sit
like
down.
fiscal responsibility and promises
Yeah,
and keeping
yeah,
those
yeah.
promises. And that makes me think I promise that I will love you forever.
I will. I mean, I feel silly even saying it because it's so obvious. I will love you forever and ever and ever. We could break. Dad's making chicken parm on Sunday night, which like
Ooh.
I'm psyched about.
Yes,
but
me too.
we could talk to mom. We could tell mom and dad everything on Sunday night.
Brian,
What do you think?
I don't think we should do it. I mean, unless they turn around and tell us that they are brother and sister, I just feel like the conversation is not going to go well. It's just too taboo.
They're so limited sometimes. It just
Yeah.
pisses me off, I just like to think they're more open-minded.
I mean, I feel like fundamentally there are just like people who are, pro dating siblings and people who are anti dating siblings. And you just, very rarely do people change camps.
No, they don't. And like there's so few people in the pro camp at this point. Like it does feel like, it's growing. Oh, when you look sad like that, there's saliva that's sort of dripping from the side of your mouth. It's cute. It's cute.
I just heard that fart.
Oh God, I thought it was a silent but deadly.
It's deadly, but it wasn't silent. But I still, it was cute. It was cute because I saw the like concentration as you tried to like clench it in.
I did. I think part of the reason that we can be so gross with each other is that we are siblings.
Yeah.
And so it's just like our relationship started as being like kind of gross and like all, showing all the warts we had, and then it turned, into a romantic thing.
And our love is so strong because we've seen the warts and all.
Yeah, absolutely. And like we both have the same mom issues. We both have the same
Yeah.
dad issues. Like it's just like we have the same we're gonna be fucked up in the same way, kind of,
Totally.
which is like classic for like everyone has like mom issues and dad issues, and like we'll just be like that too.
But we also deeply understand one another's journey, that like we're definitely driving along the same road,
Yeah, totally. Do you know we have a family reunion in 3 weeks in Salt Lake City?
You're kidding.
Yeah, 3 weeks. Mom just told me last week. I was like, hello.
Wait, why did mom tell you and not tell me?
I don't know. Sometimes I feel, well,
Why
you
did
say
she-
that.
wait,
You
wait,
say
when-
this more.
When
You
did she tell you? When did she tell you? Why
I
didn't
think
you tell
she
me
just mentioned
before?
it. We were driving back from the mall and she mentioned it. And I mean, you're the one that says that I'm mom's favorite, not me. You're the one that has said that. But I
You
think
guys
she
went to
probably,
the mall like 4 days ago and you're just telling me now? I need like time to prepare.
well, I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, maybe I
Good.
should use this as an opportunity to meet some other people. The family reunion, maybe an opportunity to meet some other
That's
people.
really, really harsh. Okay. That's really harsh. I don't deserve that. We've got a lot of older hot cousins, and I know that's who you're thinking about. I know you're thinking about the Donahues on the
I mean,
on the second cousins. I think that just hurts. I want you to know. Okay. And you know what? Aunt Kendra, I heard she likes younger guys. So I don't know. Maybe I'll seduce her.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah.
God, you know what? This is crazy. We fight in the exact same way because we are essentially the right person. The same person.
The same person. I mean, we are like biologically almost the same. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too. I'm sorry too. Oh, weird. Oh, look at this bug.
Whoa. You seem really one with nature all of a sudden.
Yeah. That was wild. It felt so natural and normal to just do it.
I don't want you to change. I don't want you to be any different.
But life is all about changing, Ryan.
I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready to change with you. Sister,
Brother,
girlfriend.
boyfriend. And that's our show. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. We are Glow. And
Thank you.
Justin, is there anything else coming up tonight on the channel? Okay, so nappy time for Cookie is at 9 p.m. tonight. We hope that you will come back and enjoy watching another improv team. We want to do a huge shout out to Justin Torres, who runs the Improv NYC Twitch channel. He's created an incredible space for people to perform in this unprecedented time when theaters are closed. So thank you, Justin, for sustaining this and taking care of so many performers. Once again, nappy time for Cookie is on at 9 p.m. tonight. Once again, there are links down at the bottom of the page for Magnet Theater or for Black Lives Matters, two organizations who are seeking funding. And I guess happy holidays, happy new year.
Yes, we'll see you guys in the new year, hopefully.
Yeah, we hope so. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great night.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.